She's been in this game for many years, and I look up to her, and I want to also wish her a happy belated birthday. Winona LaDuke of Honor the Earth!
Hello, my relatives. How you doing out there, water protectors? Oh, such a privilege to be here with all of our sisters and brothers to tell Tim Walz to close this down. Woo! That's right. Look, you know, our people have been here for tens of thousands of years and we didn't mess anything up. You might take a couple of notes from us on how to do that, huh? It's a wild rice harvest and we still have rice after all these years and we want to keep it. Our first treaties were with the Creator and with the relatives, whether they had wings or fins or roots or paws. That's our agreement we as human beings make, our right to be here. That's our understanding, and we need to reaffirm and remember that relationship and that original treaty, because them guys, them fish, them little clams in the Shell River, them deer, them moose, they can't talk. That's us. That's us ones that got to stand up for them, yeah? So remember that, you know. I want to say gratitude to all the sisters and brothers who walked so far to bring this message to the governor and to the state representatives and senators that are here and to Joe Biden. I want to express my gratitude for your long and hard work, and I want to say for the sisters and brothers that are out there, the 68,000 of us that testified at hearings and said this was a bad idea 7 years ago, stand strong. It's a worse idea now. You know, we are here because the system isn't working, but I want to congratulate Enbridge for gaming the system well. You know, 5 billion gallons of water without a single hearing. Way to go, Enbridge. 800 people arrested, including people shot with bullets, rubber bullets, and had faces dislocated in pain compliance up in Hubbard County. Good work, Enbridge. Good work, Walz. Paid for. Our police paid for by Enbridge. Our rivers are dry in the north, Tim, and I can barely see the Enbridge trucks sucking water out of municipal water supplies in northern Minnesota because of the fires in the sky and the smoke. What is this world we are living in? This time was prophesied by our ancestors. This is called the time of the seventh fire, when we got to make a choice between a scorched path and a green path. Tim Walz and the other guys is on a scorched path, and that's not the leadership we need in Minnesota. Hey, what happened to the Paul Wellstone legacy, Minnesota? That was our hero. That was a guy who stood for the little people like me. I'm like a lot of the other water protectors here facing charges in 3 counties. I'm not a criminal. I'm a water protector. The criminal is Enbridge. That's the criminal. That's the criminal that you are enabling. You know, we want this line stopped, and we want it stopped before they get to oil. They're all proud. They got all of it done so far. Just proud. You should be proud of yourself for gaming the system and arresting all those people and making a mess of the North, pitting family against family, and making us afraid to drive on our old roads up north. That's what you did, Tim. You made a mess of civil society in the North. You don't know who to turn to for help. Standing in the river looking at a frack out, the DNR cop tells me he will arrest me if I get out of the water. What is that? You know, and then I want to say, look, Biden, you got to stop this line before they get to oil. That's what you got to stop. We want a federal EIS. We want a federal court to rule against Enbridge is what we want. We want the Army Corps of Engineers to demand an EIS. And we want the line stopped, and we want the jurisdiction of our tribal court, which is holding the state DNR and the MPCA liable for the mismanagement of the water of the North. They are not caretakers, they're pillaging for profit. That is wrong. I'll tell you what, this corporation has no credibility. They're a rogue Canadian criminal. Why do I say that? Because they are responsible for DAPL. 28% of DAPL was Enbridge. And you know what happened is the federal court said that they needed to do a new EIS and repair the last EIS. The federal court ordered Enbridge to stop the Dakota Access Pipeline, and they said no. And then Michigan, the state of Michigan, the governor and the DNR said, Enbridge, you don't have a permit to run under the States of Mackinac. You've had a pipe for 62 years, it is old, and we want you to close it down. And what did Enbridge say to the state of Michigan and to the Bad River Nation? They said, no, we aren't gonna close it down, we're Enbridge. So why in your mind, at what point would you allow this company to put oil in a pipe? They have no respect for federal courts. They have no respect for the federal government of the United States. They have no respect for the Anishinaabe. And they have no respect for the states. Let me tell you, Governor Walz, Enbridge has $24 billion worth of old pipes. Who's gonna pay for that bill when they're bankrupt? Let me ask you a question, Tim Walz. Why are we building renewables in Minnesota when Enbridge is the largest energy consumer in this state? Why are we building solar to move sludge? Tell me that. How about we start phasing out fossil fuels and quit acting like addicts? We are ready. The tribes in the north are ready. We have been working so hard. I'll tell you what we need. We need solar. That's what we need. We need a local food economy. And you know what we need? We need to legalize cannabis. That's what we need. That would be an economy, and what we need is hemp. That's the new green revolution, and we're ready for it. Because you know what? Your paper mills are never going to have enough wood for them because you can't clear cut any more forests. But hemp is 4 times better and can sequester carbon. So let's have some vision. Let's have a new green revolution. Let's take the green path. And in the meantime, let's close down the Rogue Canadian Corporation before any more Minnesota patriots get thrown in jail. Stand strong, and miigwech to all of you for coming out. Miigwech.
Let's give another shout out for Winona, everybody! And Winona, per usual, is absolutely right about the direction we need to be taking. We need to be brave. We need to be investing in green renewable energy, in hemp. Legalize it. 420, hashtag. See you out there.